So we are starting the alternating current today, right? Alternating current, right? So the alternating current. So you tell me, what is the alternating current? Do you have some idea about the alternating current and the DC current? Listen one thing. The DC current is obtained by the DC source and the alternating current is obtained by the AC source. So what is the DC source? You tell. The battery we have discussed so far in the previous chapters, right? Suppose this is the resistance and this is the DC source, DC power supply of voltage V, this is the resistance R. So here the current will be what? The current in this circuit will be V upon R, which is constant, right? It will not change with the time. If you draw the graph between the current and the time, right? So current remains constant, the V upon R. So this is called the DC current, right? DC current. Do you understand or not? But the AC source, like generator, right? Generator we have discussed in the electromagnetic induction. This is the DC AC source which provide the alternating current. Alternating current, the symbol of alternating current is this, power supply is this, right? And if the resistance is connected to this alternating power source, right, V is equal to V naught sin omega t. This type of the current comes in our house, right? The alternating current. On the this current, if this is the R, so if you want to find the current here, the current will be what? Current will be as a function of time t. Understood? So what is the current? The current function is equal to Vt upon R. So what is the Vt? Is the V naught sin omega t. This power supply we had discussed in the electromagnetic induction, right? When we discussed the generator, this is R. V naught upon R is the what? Is the peak current. So we can write down this is the I naught sin omega t, right? So this is the alternating current. If you draw the time versus, right, the current versus time graph, so you will see that this is the current which is varying with the time t like this, right? 0, t by 2, t and 3t by 2 like this. Positive, negative, positive like this. Do you understand or not? So this type of current which changes direction and the magnitude, right, periodically is called the alternating current. Do you understand or not? Right? So I am writing the definition of the alternating current. What is that? Right? If magnitude and direction of the current, magnitude and direction of current changes with time, periodically, right? This current is called alternating current, AC current. Do you understand or not? So this is an example of the AC current. In our house, the AC current comes from the power station, and this is the DC current, and the battery is the source. The very important source of the DC current is the battery, and this is the generator of the power supply from the grid comes in our house. Do you understand this thing or not? Hello, Sanjay. In our house, right, houses, the power supply is of 220 volt and 50 hertz. So this is the 50 hertz power supply in India, right? In India like this. Comes from the power grid. Do you understand? Copy this. So the other form of alternating current. This is the sinusoidal form which we are going to discuss, right? The other form mean the other types of the alternating current may be like this, which varies with the time, right? This is the other form of the alternating current, right? For half period it is positive, for next half period it is negative, positive and negative. Do you understand or not? this is 0, t, t by 2, this is 3t by 2, and this is 2t. Is it clear? Other form you may write like this. This is the other form, like this, right? So for half period it is positive, it is negative, it is positive, it is negative, it is positive, it is negative. Understood? So this type of the wave is called the alternating current, which changes other form, the rectangular type. Positive, negative, positive, negative, right? This is the current versus time. So this is the rectangular wave, which is also called the alternative because the direction changes, right? Direction and the magnitude changes. This is 0 to t, right? That is the thing. Some definition I can write. First is the time period, right? Time period, capital T, right? What is the time period in which one cycle is complete, right? The time in which one cycle is complete. This is called the one cycle from 0 to t, in which one cycle is completed, right? And this is called the time period. Do you understand? For example, this is the one time period for this case. If you consider this case, this is the one time period. Is it clear or not? The frequency is nothing but the number of cycle completed in 1 second, number of cycles completed in 1 second, right? The frequency is called frequency, all right? And the frequency and the time period is related by this, right? In the hertz, this is in second, right? In India, what is the frequency of the alternating current? 50 hertz in India, right? The next value is, okay, the peak value, or we can say the maximum value, right? The peak value is nothing but the maximum magnitude of current or voltage of current, right, from its mean value, from its mean value is called peak current, right? Represented by generally I know. So what is the peak current in this case? For example, this is the peak current, maximum value from the mean value. This is the peak current. This is the peak current, you can say, right? This is the peak current. From the mean value, the maximum magnitude I am talking about this. So that is called the peak current. Is it the next one more definition is there, phase. The phase, right? Phi. So you will see if you write the I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus phi, right? The angle of the right sine, this is called the phase. Is it clear? This is called the phase. So I'm writing the angle of sine is called phase. This is called phase. So phase is nothing but omega t plus phi. At t is equal to 0, what is the phase? This is t is equal to 0, right? Like this. So plus phi. So this is called the initial phase. This is called the initial phase. If this is the current value, alternating current value, then this total quantity is called phase, which is written in the sign of the angle of the sine, and this phi is called as the initial phase, right? By it may be written as phase only, right? This is the phase. Or you may write this is the phi naught and the phase is phi, right? So you may write this is the phase. So the initial phase is phi naught and phi may be treated as the total phase. Next in the discussion of this is the average value of alternating current, right? This is the next topic, right? We will find first the average value, then the RMS value of the alternating current. Listen, if there is a function y is equal to fx, the formula for finding the average value of this function, the average value of this function, the y average, will be defined as, suppose the y is equal to ft, it is written as, right? So the average value of this function for a given time interval, right, is defined as 0 to t ft dt divided by 0 to t dt, right? If you integrate this term, it will be equal to t. So it may be written as 1 upon t 0 to capital T ft dt, right? So this is t. So this is the average value of this function for one time period for capital T. This is, although it will be the formula, general formula, right? From t1 to t2, if they ask the value to find the average value of the function from t1 to t2, then you can change the limit accordingly, right? Although this is the important formula for finding out the average of a given function. Is it clear or not? For example, if we have the current is equal to I naught sin omega t, and you want to find its average value for one time interval, then find average value for one time for t is equal to t, right? So this is the question. Is it clear? Copy this. How to find the average value? This is the formula, although, right? So find the average value of this current as a function of time t for one time period is 0 to t ft dt divided by 0 to t dt, right? They are asking the time in for t is equal to they are asking the average value for full time interval first, you can write, and second for half time interval also you have to find. So there are two parts, right? First for the one time interval. So first for the complete time interval we are finding the average value. So as you know, this is the time, right? So what is the integration from 0 to t? It is t, and 0 to capital T, the ft value is what? You may write this, the it is the I naught sin omega t and dt it is. Okay. So this is what? The average value is nothing but it is represented by it dt, it and for t 1 upon t it is, right? And the I naught is common, it is constant, it come out from the integration. This is the sin omega t dt from 0 to t. Is it clear? So this is I naught upon t. What is the integration of sin omega t? You tell. Minus cos omega t divided by omega from 0 to t. Is it clear? Now the I naught by t, first put the upper limit. This is the minus omega. It minus omega come outside from the integration. Then put cos omega t minus cos 0. Do you understand? It will be minus t into omega. Listen, this is 2 pi by t into t minus cos 0 is 1 minus I naught into t omega. This is cos 2 pi minus 1, right? Cos 2 pi minus 1. What is the value of cos 2 pi? It is always 1. Also the cos 0 is equal to 1. So this is 1 minus 1 minus I naught t into omega 1 minus 1. So the value is 0. So the average value, what is the meaning of the average value? Mean the average value of I sinωt omega t for one time interval is 0. Do you understand or not? What does it mean? It means if you consider the current, alternating current for one cycle, right? Positive and this is negative. For half time period, the value is negative, and for the next half cycle, right, its value is negative. It is positive and negative. So that is why for one time interval, the value of the alternating current comes to be 0. Do you understand or not? Okay. Now for the second part, that is t is equal to t by 2, right? We will try to find for the complete cycle the average value is 0. For second, for t is equal to t by 2, right? T is equal to 0 to t is equal to t by 2. For half cycle, listen one thing. For half cycle mean we are considering from 0 to t by 2. This is the thing, right? So the average value it, right, dt for t by 2, 0 to t by 2, right? This is it dt upon 0 to t by 2 dt. Do you understand not? This formula we are applying. The average value from t1 to t2, you have to put the limit from t1 to t2 like this, right? If this is from 0 to t by 2 half time interval, so the here we have to take the limit 0 to t by 2, right? So this is what? If you will calculate this, the t by 2, and this is I0 sin omega t dt. It may be written as 2 by t. The I0 will come out from the integration sin omega t, and this is dt. Is it clear? Now again we will integrate this. This is 2 I0 by t minus cos omega t upon omega from 0 to t by 2. Are you getting? So now you can put the value of the limits minus 2 I0 upon t omega cos omega t, right? Omega mean this is 2 pi by t into t from 0 to t by 2. So this is minus 2 I0 upon t into omega, right? Now I will put the upper limit. This is cos 2 pi by t and the t by 2 minus, then put the lower limit, it is cos 0. Is it clear? Minus 2 I0 omega, and this is equal to cos 2 pi minus cos 0, right? Wait for 1 minute. This is t by 2, and when it will cancel out, so it become pi, the cos 0. What is the value of cos pi? It is minus 1, cos 0 is plus 1. So minus 2 I0 upon t. The omega may be written as 2 pi by t, minus 1 minus 1. So what you will get? This is I0 upon, right, 2 I0 upon pi, right? This is the thing. So it t by 2, 2 I0 upon pi is the average value. Right? So that is the thing. Understood? So for t by 2 for half time interval, what is the average value? The average value is 2 I0 by pi. Listen one thing. Although I have found the I0 sin omega t, the average value for one time interval is equal to what? 0, which may be written as, listen, I0 is the constant. So this is sin omega t. The average value is found to be 0. Not only for this, if you find for the cos omega t, one time interval, so the value of the cos omega t for one time period is also 0, right? But for half time interval, listen, this is the sin omega t for t by 2. The average value is 2 I0 upon pi. Is it clear or not? If you want to find the I0 will cancel out, and for sin omega t, half time interval, the value is 2 upon pi. In the same way, if you try to find the average value of cos function, right, the same value you will get, you can integrate using this formula, right? Implies that the I0 will cancel out. So for cos omega t, the average value is 2 upon pi. So this formula you will remember. Are you getting or not? In the continuation, we will find the average value of, listen, sin square omega t and the cos square omega t also, right? This is, we have to find sin square omega t and the cos square omega t value we have to find. Is it clear or not? Okay, now we will find the average value for one time period for the sin square omega t and cos square omega t, which will come out to be 1 by 2. You have to remember these data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the result we will use directly. So for example, if IT, right, or you may write the IT is equal to what? Sin square omega t, right? If you add the I naught, then it will be multiplied by I naught only, right? If you are not writing the I naught, then it is not multiplied by I naught, right? So its average value, whose average value? Sin square omega t for 0 to t, and this is sin square omega t dt, right? And from 0 to t and dt. So its value is equal to 1 by 2, and we have to integrate. To integrate this sin square omega t, you will remember 1 minus cos 2 omega t is 1 minus cos 2 omega t. 1 minus cos 2 omega t is equal to 2 sin square omega t. This is the identity, and 1 plus cos 2 omega t is equal to 2 cos square omega t, and this is the identity. So in place of sin square omega t, you may write 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2, right, dt. This is the right identity. So this is the way how to find the integration. So this 1 by 2, this is 2 upon t, from 0 to t, 1 minus cos 2 omega t into dt, right? You have to integrate this 1 upon t. What is the integration of 1? It is a small t. The integration of cos omega t is sin 2 omega t, and what is the multiplication in t? It is 2 omega. It comes in division when we found the integration. Is it clear? Now we can put the limit, first the upper limit, then the lower limit. If I put the upper limit, this is 1 upon 2 t minus sin 2 omega t upon 2 omega, right? Then put the minus sign, the lower limit. This is 0 minus, when you will put 0, and sin 0 is also 0. Is it clear or not? Look at the board. Sin 2 omega t mean sin 2 into 2 pi by t into t. T will cancel out. So sin 4 pi it is, which is equal to 0. So its value is also 0. So this quantity is 0. So 1 upon 2t, and t minus 0, tt will cancel out, so 1 by t. So the sin square omega t average value, right, for one time period is 1 by 2. Even if you try to find the sin square omega t value for half time interval, it comes to be 1 by 2 also. Do you understand, Sanjay? Right. So in the same way, if you integrate this cos square omega t for t, 1 by 2, even if you integrate this, if you find the average value of cos square omega t for half time interval, this value is also 1 by 2. So in this table you can write the sin square omega t for half time interval, cos square omega t for half time interval. So both value is 1 by 2. You have to remember this, right? And these results can be used directly when we will calculate, we'll make the calculation in the chapter, right? Remember this, right? The average value, how to find the average value of these functions, right? Now, okay, now we can find the RMS value of the functions, right? The current, alternating current or some other function also. For example, listen, I'm giving you one example. If these are the quantities 2, 3, 5, 6, right? Suppose these are the numbers, right? So if you are asked to find the mean of these number, mean the average of, these are the discrete number, and the average can be found using this method, right? Divided by 5. all the number divided by 5. Okay, RMS, root mean square. So the mean square, this is the mean. Now you have to find the mean of their squares, which is called the mean square. It means you have to take the square and then you have to divide by 5. So this is the mean square. And if you take the square root of this data, of this quantity, of this calculation, then this is called, what does it call? It is called root mean square. So in this way you can find the RMS value of these two numbers. These numbers are the discrete number, that is why we are using this. But if for a continuous function you are asked to find the RMS value, for example y is equal to ft, this is the function. The ft may be the it is equal to I0 sin omega t or some other function it may be, right? So what is the formula to find the RMS value, right? For example, so its RMS value, RMS value is to be found, right? The square root mean, whose mean? From 0 to 2, 0 to t or t1 to t2, whatever the time period is given, f square t dt from, right, from 0 to t. Is it clear or not? So this is the formula to find the RMS value. In this way we can find the RMS value of any function using this formula, right? For example, you have to find IRMS for it is equal to I0 sin omega t. It may be the I0 sin omega t or V0 sin omega t or cos omega t function. So how to find the RMS value? You can do like this. So the IRMS value, IRMS, right, is equal to nothing but 0 to t. For one time interval we are going to find the RMS value, is equal to I square t dt from 0 to t dt, and which is nothing but equal to capital T, and we have to take the square root. This is the formula we are going to use, right? For example, if we found the integration, this is t from 0 to t, its integration is I0 square sin square omega t dt, right? If you take common, then what will we have? We will have square root of I0 square upon t. From 0 to t we have to integrate this dt. Is it clear or not? So then if you are able to integrate this, then you can find the value. Here in the rough I am writing the integration, or you may include the step in the continuation. So the integration 0 to t sin square omega t we have to calculate. I told you how to integrate. We have to convert this, the half angle formula. This is the identity you will use. So this is 1 by 2 from 0 to 2, 1 minus cos 2 omega t dt, right? Then the integration is what? This is t minus sin 2 omega t divided by 2 omega. From 0 to t you have to take, this is 1 by 2, then put the limit. If you put the upper limit first, t minus sin 2 omega t upon 2 omega minus, you will put the 0 limit, 0. Again it is 0, then it is t by 2. So its integration is what? It's t by 2. Do you understand or not? So this integration can be do in continuation, although I have done this in the rough. So this is I0 square by t, and what is its value? Its value is t by 2, right? Its value is t by 2. Will cancel out I0 square by 2, and this is equal to I0 by root 2. So this is the value of the IRMS. Do you understand or not? This is same for one time period. For half time period, RMS value will be the same also. Even if you, this function, or this is the another function cos omega t. For this also, these two functions are called sinusoidal function, and the RMS value comes to be I0 by root 2. And you have to remember this. Do you understand this, Sanjay? For example, we can have some other function also. For example, if we have the current function it is equal to what? The current function is suppose the t, right? Or you may write down the kt, right? You have to find, or you may write this the 2I0 by t into t. So this is the current function and you have to find its RMS value. Find its RMS value. So how would you find the RMS value? You tell. Listen one thing. For example, to find the RMS value, whether it is the sinusoidal function or some other periodic function, right? So we will use this formula. So the IRMS value is nothing but the square root of RMS value. Always find for maybe find always, right? Generally for the capital time t. So from 0 to t dt, from 0 to t I square t dt, right? So it may be written as this is the integration. You understand this? And from 0 to t, what is it? The it is what? 2I0 by t whole square into t square dt. I think you are getting this. Whole square is the square root. So this is IRMS is equal to this is 4I0 square upon this is t into t square. The integration from 0 to capital T t square dt. Is it clear or not? Right. So what is the integration of t square? I am calculating this integration on left side from 0 to t square dt, and this is t cube upon 3 from 0 to t. This is equal to t cube upon 3 minus 0. So this integration comes to be t cube upon 3. Here, listen one thing. This is 4I0 square upon t cube, and the integration value is t cube upon 3. So you will get 4I0 square upon 3. So 2I0 upon root 3. So if this is the function, IRMS value is to be found 2I0 upon 3. This is the thing. All right. So this is the question, right? They can give the current as a function of time t, and you have to find the RMS value. For example, the other example may be in terms of the potential. Suppose this is the Vt, that is the alternating potential, may be written as V1 plus V0 sin omega t, right? And you have to find its RMS value, right? So this is the question. The function may be anything. I will give you, first I will discuss the long method and then I will give you the shortcut method. The long method, using the basic formula, we are going to this thing, VRMS, right? This is the RMS square root of 0 to t v square t dt upon 0 to t dt. So it will be definitely the 1 upon capital T 0 to t, and its square you have to do v1 plus v0 sin omega t whole square dt. So you have to integrate this. So the VRMS value is nothing but the square root 1 upon t a plus b whole square, a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 2a square plus b square plus 2ab. Do you understand? And you have to integrate this from 0 to t. Is it clear or not? To integrate this, listen, to integrate this 1 by t, right, 0 to t, this is v1 square plus v0 square. It may be written as 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2, right, and it is v1 v2 sin omega t. So first you have to convert, because its integration will be t, its integration, to find the integration you have to convert this, and we know this integration also, right? First copy this. Okay, we can okay, to find the integration, what to do? Listen, 1 by t, what is the integration of v1 square? v1 square t plus v0 square, this is 2. What is the integration? The 2 will come out. The integration is t minus sine 2 omega t by 2 omega. This is its integration, and this is v1 v2, right? And the integration is cos omega t by omega. From 0 to t is the limit, Do you understand or not? So now you will put the upper limit then the lower limit. When you will put the upper limit, this is square root of 1 by t. When you will put the upper limit everywhere, for example, this is the v1 square t plus v0 square by 2, right? And this is t minus sine 2 pi by t into 2 omega, right? Plus 2v1 v2 omega, right? And this is the cos omega t, right? Then I will put the lower limit, that is 0, right? The 0 is what? Wait for 1 minute. This is the sine omega t upon t. So when you will put 0, this is 0, it is 0, and it is also 0. When you will put 0, this is what? 2v1 v2 square. So 0, right? And this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, only this thing will left. 0 plus 2v1 v0 omega, and this is cos 0. Is it clear or not? So let me check. This is 1 by 2 v1 square t plus v0 square by, right? This thing becomes 0. I have done this many times. T minus 0. From here, this is cos 2 pi by t into t. So it become cos 2 pi and it become 1. So therefore 2 v0 v1 v0 upon omega into 1. So this is the first expression. Then minus, this is also minus 2v1 v0 omega. It will cancel out, right? So this is v0 square by 2. So 1 by t v0 square t plus v0 square by 2 into t, and t will cancel out. So you will get v1 square plus v0 square by 2. So this is the RMS value. Using the conventional formula, this we are able to find this function. This question is asked many times in the JEE as well as in NEET, to find the value of the RMS value of this function, right? This is the long method, right? Using the conventional way. Copy this, then I will explain the shortcut for this type of question. So this is the way, using this formula we are able to find, we found this RMS value. The shortcut method I am giving you, right? Try to understand, right? The shortcut. What is the shortcut? Listen one thing. If you want to find the RMS value, first what will you do? You will make a square. v1 v0 v1 square sine square omega t plus 2v1 v0 sine omega t. Do you understand or not? First make the square, then take its average value. The average. This is the constant. The average of the constant is same. v0 square. The average sine square omega t plus 2v1 v0 sine omega t. You have to take the average, right? For one time interval you can say. You tell me now, this is the v1 square v0 square. What is the average value of sine square omega t? A table I had given. Can you find the average value of the sine square omega t from that? No. This is sine square omega t, not the sine omega t. The average value of sine square omega t, you tell. Yes, this is equal to half. And what is the average value for sine omega t? 0. So this is equal to half and this is equal to 0. So this is the average value of the square. This is the average value. But we have to find what? To find the VRMS value, what you have to take? You have to, this is the mean square. This is the square. This is what? This is a square. This is what? This is what? Say mean square. Now what you have to find? The root mean square. When you are able to find the mean square, then you have to take the square root. That's it. So V1 square plus V0 square by 2, and this is the RMS value we got from this case. Do you understand or not, Sanjay? Similar to this, to find the RMS value. For example, if the current is I1 sin omega t and I2 cos omega t, you have to find its RMS value. Its RMS value. Do you understand or not? So, although you can use the basic formula, but it will be very tough. We will use the shortcut, right? How? You have to find first the mean square. You have to find the square. So when you will square sin square omega t plus I2 square cos square omega t plus 2I1 I2, and this is sin omega t and cos omega t, right? Okay, and this may be written as what? This is equal to I1 square sin square omega t plus I2 square cos square omega t plus I1 I2, and this is sin 2 omega t, sin 2 theta. This is the I square t. This is the square. Then what you have to find? The mean square. To find the mean square, what you have to take? Its mean only. So if you take the mean, right, what you will have? Omega t plus I2 square. Although you can write in the first line only, but I am doing the solution, that is why I have to do this. Otherwise, in the above line only, you need not to write this line, right? And you are able to find what is the mean value of sin square omega t. Tell me, what is the mean value? This is 1 by 2. And what is its mean value? 1 by 2. And what is the mean value of this? Say 0. So this is the mean value. So what is the square? Root mean square value. Root mean square value. This is square, this is the mean square, then root mean square mean. This is I square omega t. So what is the answer? I1 square plus I2 square by 2. Right. So what is the IRMS? Is equal to root over I1 square plus I2 square by 2. So this is the root mean square. Is it clear or not? So this is the way how can we solve without using this formula. Direct applying the shortcut, we can find the RMS value of the given current. It is the question of the JEE 2021, right? JEE. This is the another question. For example, the IT is equal to what? Root 41. Wait for 1 minute. This is root 42. Root 42 sine 2 pi by t into t plus 10. This is the alternating current in ampere, right? And you have to find RMS value. JEE 2021 also this is asked. So to find this RMS value, right? Solution. What you have to do? You have to take the square. The square is 42. Sine square 2 pi by t into t plus b square plus 2 into 10 into root 42 into sine 2 pi by t into t, right? Then take its mean, right? If you take the mean 42, the mean 2 pi by t plus the constant mean is only the same constant. This is 20 root 42 mean of sine 2 pi by t into t, right? So what is its mean? Say 42 into 1 by 2, it is 100, it is 0. I think you are understanding. 100, this is 121. So what is the this is the mean, this is the square mean. So what is the IRMS value? Is equal to square of this mean square, right? That is 121 and it is 11. So the RMS value of this function is 11 ampere. Is it clear? Right? So sometime they have given the graph of the current versus time and they ask the RMS value or the average value. For example, the alternating current graph they will give like this. This is the IT and this is the T. They will graph like this, right? for this. Is it clear or not? This is 0 to t by 2 to t, 3t by 4, 3t by 2, and this is the 2t like this, right? So, and the maximum current is I naught, right? So you have to find, right, I average and I RMS value for t is equal to 0 to t is equal to t by 2. So RMS and the average value you have to find for this alternating current graph, positive, negative, positive, negative. Yes, copy this and I will give you 1 minute to think about this. How can you solve this, right? Listen one thing, the current function is not given directly. From the graph you have to write the value of the current as a function of time t. For example, from 0 to t by 2, what the function is this? This is the straight line, right? So the y is equal to mx, I will write. Can you find the slope of this case? The m is equal to what? Say tan theta is perpendicular divided by t by 2. So I naught upon t by 2, the slope of this line is 2 I naught upon t, right? So the current may be written as I is equal to 2 I naught upon t into small t. Is it clear or not? So this is the current as a function of time t like this. This is the current. Do you understand? So now if we are able to find the current, we can find its average value, right? So to find the average value, we have to use first the I average. You have to find. So what is the average formula? From 0 to t by 2 it dt divided by 0 to t by 2 dt. So here this is the t by 2 integration, and from 0 to t by 2 this is 2 I naught upon t into t, and this is dt. It is 2 upon t. 2 I naught upon t will come out from the integration t dt. This is 4 I naught t square by 2 from t by 2. You will simplify this. This is t by 2 whole square minus 0, right? This 2, 1, 2 will cancel out from this, right? So that is why it is 2 I naught upon t square by 4. So I naught by 2. So what is the average value? The average value is I naught by 2 for this function. Now for the same function we can find the RMS value also, right? To find the RMS value, we will use the formula IRMS is equal to what? IRMS is equal to root of the mean square I square t dt from 0 to t by 2 dt. Is it clear or not? So here the square root, it is t by 2, and this is 0 to t by 2. The integration is 2 I naught by t small t whole square dt. Is it clear? So the IRMS is equal to what? 4 I naught square upon t square, right? This is t by 2, and 0 to t by 2 t square dt. All right. Now you can simplify this, right? This is 4 I naught square t cube divided by 2 it is, and it will go out, right? And this is the t cube upon 3 from 0 to t by 2. This is the I naught square, right? So in the integration, this is I naught square upon t cube t by 2 whole cube divided by 3 minus 0. So this is equal to 8 I naught square upon t cube, right? So this is I naught square upon 3 is equal to I naught by 3. So its RMS value for half time interval we can find using the calculation, right? And you will get the few question in your sheet, right? This type of the question almost we have done, right?